Hello everyone, this is Enix back with Bumblebutt Butters. We last left off with Mr. Roosfowl. Let's continue our story. Right, he's got much tutorialage for us today. I lowered the buffer rate a bit, so it should look at least a little bit better. I mean, this is about as best I can do. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit by some piss-stinking alley. So, before you do anything else, get yourself to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far, just ahead, straight down this street, and speak with Gerfar. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow named Baradin. He's the proprietor of the wench. He might curse like a ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along and make the navigator guide you on your journey. Right, first quest. You have begun a quest. Duty log. Yep. Thank you. Alright. Shouldn't look too bad. Let's see, we got our little sprint button here. You cannot be used here. Okay, fine. I wonder if this is actually, like an instance right now or not. Welcome to Leminster. If you've a mind to visit Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Yep. Thank you. Right then, Mr. Baradin. All my friends and I refer to him as a beard mom, for every town has their own, like, Adventurers Guild leader, but he's the only one with a beard. He's the only dude. All the other ones are ladies. Greetings to you, lad. What'll it be? Ah, but you ain't here for the drink, are ya? You've come with mind to try your adventuring, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Leminster. The name's Baradin, and this most hospitable of austerities is the Drowning Wench. This also is the home of the Adventurers Guild here in Leminster. That's why we've got a desk especially for handling guild business, and why I seem to be spending more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it'll kill us all. Ah, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but look again and you'll see a people living in fear of tomorrow's might bring. And who can blame them? After everything that's happened, Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things that got wiped off the face of existence by that tri-stand bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too. and no one's been able to explain it in the way that in a way as makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. This is all foggy, like recollections from the hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear the future if they can't rightly recall the past. Oh my god, these accents, these words, I can't. But there is one thing that we all remember, and that's a group of adventurers what laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though we ain't forgotten what they did for us, this goddamn calamity-spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. This is like staring at the gull flying in the front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is the shadow set up against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it. By the way, give or take the odd gull. Is what people got these it's this what's got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light. If Elemental's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish that fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day, you'll be one of them. And that's why any aid we can give to adventurers is an effort well spent. What do you say, lad? You willing to lend your hand strength? Okay. Thanks to you. And the navigators and all, I knew she'd steer you my way for a reason. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time we got your mark on me book. Put your scrawl right there. Bumble but butters, isn't it? That's a fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer. You sailed on the last ferry, did you not? The captains reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went on deck mere moments before the incident took place, sending your friends signals, were you? Now hold on just a minute there, officer. You got the wrong bloke. This fine, upstanding young gent is me dear departed grandmother's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lad wouldn't be caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right? Ahem. You are surely aware of the recent kidnapping. Respectfully then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at this time, at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, officer. Very good point, very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times, me and two more often than not. Now, sir, what say you to a tanking of me finest ale before ye return to your duties, eh? Not a watered-down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. You ain't got the faintest idea of what you're talking about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait o' Mether, but that don't mean it won't get you good and pickled. And look at, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on, so kick off them heavy boots, eh? You have to excuse these eager young yellow jackets. There's been a spray of kidnapping, see? And they got a clue, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've been taking to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious. Which means ventures, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lamincians can be a headstrong bunch of bastards, 'tis true, but given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Aye. Welcome to Limsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many black belly whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather your wits and we'll get started with learning ye the ways of the city. Alright, I lowered it a little bit more, so hopefully it looks a little bit better. This is just a continuation of just lowering the buffer until it works. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken your first steps as an adventurer in the city of Limsa. Listen well to the wisdom of Baradin Tenfingers, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Right. Main scenario quest. We are gonna focus on the main scenario quest for now, but I will divulge and do side quests and all other manners of tomfoolery later. Well then, let's start your off nice and easy with 3 tasks that'll help you get used to life here at Limsa. Firstly, if you head down a floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get a eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetheryte, a device that can move ye from one place to another in the blink of an eye. And ain't no swifter a way of travel, proving there's a aetheryte where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the works of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your venturing bits and pieces for sale in the district what lies beyond the aetheryte. Don't go throwing all your gil around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quickened. Ye can say, "Why me coin purse so light?" Have a word with Swazzlebet instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him the old octant, and he'll treat you well. For the last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet with some fellow axe wielders at the Marauders Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for swinging that head splitter of yours if you join their crew. Bullahawk at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lad? See to on the 3 tasks, and it'll take you on a little jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now I'd best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it. There I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. That bloody calamity's been right mess of the memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Anyway, while you're out, if you happen to pass any poor saws looking like they might need your help, consider giving their tale of woe a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Nina over there, over yonder, has been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear to see what she's apt to say? Hey, I'd like to find out yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a man of folks can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards will get more generous. If you have the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smith of air and the winch. Lads bear the title have some fine advice for them what just starting out in the profession. And that, my lad, is how ye go about becoming a legend among the adventurers. Okay. Oh, good God. Can I never speak as Baron again, please? I like reading you, and I like, your personality as I imagine it, but good God, am I able to not read? Right then, we have, Miss, Ninia over here. She's a little Alafel. Let's see, making a name. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventure. Listen close, lad. I've got some information that might help you put a map here in Ayosa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs scattered about the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Slimins is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How the plants end up in the mizzen mast, who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Sharon Earl, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to at the Octant. Being the worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. And that was our first side quest, right then. We have to go touch the crystal, we have to collect some illegal drugs, you know, novice things. Where's the get, please? Yes, please. Hey. At some point or another, I might just have to, put this series on hold until I can get a better computer. Oy vey, my computer's just not being able to, handle this as well as I'd like it to. Right then. Right then, interact. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you for the tutorial. I know how to pick things up. You just go up to them, you push the A/X button, and you just pick stuff up. Thank you. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Thank you. Alright. There's our Mr. Should be right here. I don't know if he hasn't loaded in yet. Leave my computer. Please. I'll just go ahead and touch the thingy bobber. Another novice adventure. Has sent more than a few of your kind this way as of late. I am Sunday Hamill, one of the Yellow Jackets, tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It's also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherites are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of Aetherites and their connection to the flow of ether. And this device is followed in almost every corner of Eorzea. Any adventurer worth the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherites found around the city will suffice at the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions. Thank you. They have a really good tourist system. I learned return. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, and do we... there's the guy. He finally loaded in. Aye, Master, and you have the herds that you wish for me to examine? Yep. Thank you. Yes. As you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creator of Salminus, a substance which fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into the sleep of the death. Forgive me, I could not resist the jest. These herbs are not more than either Elthic lavender, a common enough export from Limsa. In fact, these probably spilled from some crate that were loaded into my very own ship. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, son, but not to worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Thank you. So, we got taken for fools immediately. Perfect. Thank you. Right then. So we have that. We also have our Mr. Merchant Man. Oh, goodness. And I run so slow. Send help. Someone's doing magic boobles. Hello, tall man. Right then. Alright. A fine day to you, sir. Welcome to the most relic marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quantity of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo that but recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift from Barabun? Whatever could it be? Aha! My occupant by the navigator. I must have left it behind in the wench, along with the week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Here you go. I am most grateful to have it back. It took, this tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deeds must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? If it is a simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek, you need look no further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying, Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specialized in tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps of our bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply you with your potions and perishable needs. Our keenest agents produce a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns to distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. Thank you. But the verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets yourself. Okay. And we have one more place to go, and that would be the Marauders Guild. And I think I ended there. My computer is having a bit of a conniption fit. I'm not sure how it looks like on recording, but to me, oh good god, the frame rate. Right then, let's see. We don't have the Aetheryte yet for the Marauders Guild, we're just gonna have to run up there. A lot of people have a hard time navigating Limsa, but I think it's just a matter of stairs going up and stairs going down. I have a much harder time finding anything in Ulda or in Gridania. Stretch. Alright, and that should be it, the Coral Tower. I'm gonna go ahead and touch this Ethereal Shard. And we have access to the Marauders Guild. We now have access to the Aetheryte, quick travel, transportation, yada yada blah blah. Now we can play up to level 35 in this new tutorial. Everyone is not loaded in quite yet. Thank you. Recording is fun. Yeah, blue. Right then. Oh, good god. Can I get my receptionist, please? Receptionist, please? In this new tutorial, we can play up... Oh, good god. We can play up to level 35. So I'm gonna go ahead and diverge into different classes and their stories and all that. It won't just be a straight shot. I'm gonna try to, like, lollygag as much as possible. And I talked to the wrong person. Thank you. This is my receptionist. Oh. Ho there, adventurer. Curious about the Marauders Guild, are you? Any axe worth swinging needs 2 hands on the haft and has a blade what can make short work of a gallery's mast. That's the kind of weapon our members train to use for deceptive swiftness and an all too predictable force. Are you interested in hearing more, lad? Why then don't I give you the short version of the guild's founding history, and we can go from there. It all started with ships. You see, what ships has got to do with axes, you ask? Well, building them would be pretty bloody difficult without sturdy tool to lop down trees for limber. And since all the navigator I'm listening, I'm not zoning out. You decide to swing your axe with the marauders then? Yeah. Alright then. All that needs doing now is to speak with the Axemaster himself. Sounds simple. I have seen folks slink out the door rather than put themselves in the path of that unnerving glare. That's the bloke right there in the middle of the room. Wernzorn is his name. Put some steel on your spine and look him straight in the eye when you talk to him. Lad, good fortune to you. Alright, Wernzorn. Hello. Yes, I am Wernzorn. Axemaster, they call me. Not the most imaginative of titles, I agree, but one should not underestimate the value of directness. I welcome you. Welcome your interest in our guild. The art of Marauder is used to rend, to cleave, and to destroy. It is not our way to simply outfight our adversaries, we seek to overwhelm them. A marauder must be the most powerful and enduring presence on the battlefield. We must account for the most enemies defeated. Our role in combat is that of a skilled whirlwind, dealing death and destruction without equal. No doubt the question has already been put to you but once more shall I challenge your commitment. Are you prepared for the bloody carnage that awaits an initiate of the Marauders Guild? Am I prepared for carnage? Sure, bring it on. Very well, your name? Attend me well, then, Bumble. Very well, your name? Attend me well, then, Bumblebutt. Hold fast to this moment of dedication. The path of Marauders is a jagged and perilous one. The blood that spills at your feet will often be your own. You stand now as a student of the axe. Let us waste no time in testing the edge of your chosen weapon. You shall wade straight forward into combat as befits the novice of our discipline. Go forth and slay the beetling, scurrying, crawling pests that purge the outskirts of Limsa. Lost lambs, wharf rats, and little ladybugs shall be your pettiest adversaries this day. Return to me once 3 of each creatures have fallen to your blade. Okay. And then we have talked to all 3 of them, which means we can report to Berberon at the Draining Wench, and we have also other quests. However, my frame rate is bad, and I am trying to emphasize this by spinning my camera. I'm gonna end it here, and this series might be put on a little bit of a hold until I can get a better computer, but hopefully you guys aren't bored just yet. Well, everyone, you have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.